All right, so this next strategy for comparing fractions is called the number line strategy. So the first thing we need to do is draw a number line. Now looking at this number line, or looking at these fractions rather, I can tell that 3/4 and 1/2 are going to be between the two whole numbers, 0 and 1. They're not improper fractions. The numerator is not greater than the denominator. It's not a mixed number where it has a whole and a half. So it has to be smaller than 1. So I know that these two fractions have to be between the two whole numbers, 0 and 1. Now I'm going to start with 1/2 because it's easiest for me. I know that 1/2 is always directly in between two whole numbers. So I'm going to go as best I can directly in between these two whole numbers, 1/2. Now notice with 1/2 here, I still have two jumps between 0 and 1 because this would be 1/2 and then a whole. All right, so let's look at 3/4. 3/4 should have four jumps in between 0 and 1. I need to split this up into four equal parts, meaning that there will be three lines. Because remember, when we do those wholes and we divide them into a certain amount of parts, we only need one less line than what is in the denominator. So let's try and make fourths. 1, 2, 3 lines. Now let me check and make sure that I can do four jumps. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got it. All right, so this must be 0/4. That must be 1/4. This must be 2/4. This must be 3/4. And this must be 4/4. Now, if it's easier for you to go ahead and put those numbers on your number line, then go ahead and do so. But the two numbers that I am comparing today are 1/2 and 3/4. Which one of these is the greater fraction or the larger fraction? Well, I know that on a number line, the further we go to the right, the larger the number is, and the further we go to the left, the smaller the number is. So looking at these two fractions, would 1/2 or 3/4 be greater? 3/4 because it's closer to one whole. All right, let's try another one. First step, draw my number line. Excuse me. Let's look at the fraction 2/6 and 2/4. We'll do 2/6 and 2/4. Well, again, those are not mixed numbers. Those are not improper fractions, so they have to be in between the whole numbers 0 and 1. All right, let's start with the blue fraction first. 2/6. That means I need 6 parts, 5 lines, as evenly spaced out as I can get them. Not perfect, but close, right? So let me count, make sure I have the correct amount of fraction. 0, 6, 1, 6, 2, 6, 3, 6, 4, 6, 5, 6, 6, 6. I got it. So where would 2/6 be? 0, 6, 1, 6, 2, 6. 2/6 would lie right there. All right. I'm going to take this same number line and I'm going to figure out where 2/4 would be. I would need 4 jumps or 4 spaces and 3 lines. One, two, three, 4 jumps. We have 0/4, 1/4, 2/4. 2/4 would lie right here. So which one of these fractions is greater? Remember, the further we get to the right, the greater the number, and the further we go to the left, the smaller the number. So 2/4 would be the greater fraction. All right. Now it's time for you to give this strategy a try on the next slide.